morning everybody, Malachite here, and I'm starting a new series. As you can see, I'm still in my pajamas, and I'm sleepy still, even though it's not super Sunday morning. This is a Sunday morning series called Pajamas and Readings, and basically what I am planning on doing is doing a little bit of meditation on Sunday morning, and then doing a card reading for you guys on Sunday mornings. I need to practice. I'm brand new at Tarot and Oracle. I've been doing it maybe 4 months. I've done it off and on in the past, but as far as consistently doing it, maybe 4 months or so. So I need to practice, and I need to practice on more than myself and my roommate, and I thought this might be kind of fun. So just get up and be in my pajamas. Normally I would have a Bolt House drink of some sort. I can't have coffee. Everyone collectively, I know, just anyone that wants to hold your coffee up to the screen so I can, enjoy it with you, that would be great. And can't have tea, again, collective. So anyway, but I do allow myself a Bolt House, which, yes, I know that's tea, but don't tell the doctor. So anyway, it's watered down with a lot of soy, so I just call it protein. Anyway, back to what we're doing. So as you guys are probably really familiar with, I'm using the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards, which we all know that I use a lot, and right now I'm using them pretty much all the time and I'm using the Arthurian Legend Tarot deck because as I'm learning, I don't want to flop around on decks too much. The other Oracle deck I have is the Fallen Angel Oracle deck. If anyone would like to see me use that deck, I can totally use it. I've used it a lot, and I don't really have any problems using it. It's actually pretty easy for me to use. It's a very dark deck, obviously, Fallen Angels, so I don't tend to use it because it kind of freaks people out. If, like my best friend, I can use it with her and it doesn't freak her out, but it might freak some of you out. So we're going to use this deck, and just in case anyone wonders, because this deck is really pretty, so this is the back of this deck. In case anyone wonders, my deck is damaged because it came that way, and they said I could send it back, but I had fallen in love with the deck already and I had bonded with it, and I did not want to send it back. The thought of sending this back absolutely broke my heart. So I said, no, I'll keep it. And so they credited me a little bit of money, and I got to keep them because I didn't want to send them back. I had already just really bonded with them, and I loved them. So this reading may seem a little choppy, but what I do at first is when I pull a card, I look at it, and then I just put down whatever the feeling is that I get from the card, and then I go to the book and I look at the book and try to kind of match things up and see how much it matches, or if it doesn't match, then I'll use both things, and generally that works out for me. So this morning the card that I drew was the Wind Fairy. And I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, there we go. She is so pretty. Let me look at this card. Is that not beautiful? She's just so peaceful. And I'm sure all of you know that air has to do with communications and things like that. And of course, so on the card it says thoughts, words, and intellectual analysis. So when I looked at the card initially, the very first thing I thought is that this coming up week, is going to be one of communication. Now last week also had a lot to do with communication, at least in my life and the lives of some people I know. Not all communication was super great. Unfortunately, a lot of it was not good communication, was miscommunication, was communication that had to be done not nicely, like I had to be kind of harsh in order to get points across, but in the end it was good because, you know, things turned out really, really well in the end. Things like that. So it seemed like a rough week for communication. So I feel like this week is going to be a week of communication, but if you look at this card and you look at her, look how peaceful and beautiful she is. So I really feel like even though the communication is carrying over this week, the communication is going to be a lot calmer, and I feel like maybe things that carry over from last week, like if maybe there was an argument or something just didn't sit right, or you couldn't figure out how to say something, this week it's going to carry over and you're really going to be able to maybe say it properly, or you're going to have the opportunity to go in and maybe patch things up, or something like that, because she's so calm and serene, and so that's kind of the feeling I got from it. And then so I went to the book, and basically it says that she talks about the power of thoughts, and basically that your thoughts manifest the unseen into the physical, and that is extremely true. So whatever you're thinking about, you are going to manifest that into the physical world. So we need to really, really watch our thoughts. And again, that can do with communication and can do with relationships as well as money, physical items, health, anything. If whatever you're thinking over and over, you're going to manifest that into the physical realm. Basically, it also said in the book, again, just tune your mind into the positive things if you can. I know positive thinking is really hard and it's a broken record, but if you can, basically the book says, you know, to tune your mind into the positive aspect, and it's talking about too that you can see relationships between your environment and the thoughts that you're thinking change, and I believe also that you'll see relationships change as well. If you change your thoughts a little bit, the relationship may change. It may not, because a lot of times it's time for that to be over, and no amount of communication is ever going to help it. Basically, one of the things it said in the book that I really liked was that to change the world, you must change the way you think. And people think, when they think the word world, they think the whole world, but the world starts with you, with just you, with your world. So you would change the way that you think in order to change yourself, and then your household, and then your extended family, and it just extends on out. And I can attest that this actually does work. I've had times where I've thought negatively about my household and things have been really bad, and I've had times where I've been like, well, you know, this household's pretty okay, and things have gone really, really well. And again, she just looks so peaceful. I just can't get over this card. Just peaceful. And also it says she reminds you of the power of intellect, and honestly, do we really need an explanation of intellect when it comes down to good communication? And in any form, whether it's the explanation from the book, which I could completely read, but it's pretty long. If you're good at communication, you're using your intellect and you're speaking from your head and your heart. It's good to speak from your heart, and you always should speak from your heart, but you should filter it through your head. So if you're angry, you should use your filter. You know, if you're in love, you still should use your filter a little, although sometimes true love, passion is a good thing to express. But a lot of times you need to use your intellectual filter. So basically, I'm rambling. Like I said, I'm new at this. So basically, I just feel like next week is really going to be a week where we need to not be impulsive. We do need to use our intellect, but it's going to be a good week for communication. It's not going to be a week where everything goes kaboom. It's going to be a week where communications are going to be good. They're going to be healthy. They're going to be light. They're probably going to even be fun. And I just feel like instead of it being a blah communication week, it's going to be a good communication week. So, you know, schedule a date to go out to dinner with your friend, or a loved one. You know, plan to call someone you haven't talked to in a while. Things like that, because you're probably going to have a pretty good time if you do. So that's how I feel about this card. If anybody else has anything else that they see in it, or if you think my reading was terrible, which I hope you didn't, you can let me know down in the bottom. If you think my reading was awesome, which that'd be okay, you can let me know in the bottom. Tips, pointers, anything like that, let me know. And that's it. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this for anyone but my roommate, so I'm sorry if I stumbled a lot and was nervous, because it is legitimately, I've only done one other reading for someone else, and it was through writing, through text. No, it was through Hangouts, through text. So thank you for listening, and I hope this series will be fun, and I promise you that I will get better at this. And as I get better, we'll work our way up to 3-card readings, but I am not at that point yet where I can do that in this medium. I can do it in person with my best friend, and I can do that for myself, but I do not feel comfortable doing that in this medium. So I'm almost out of time, but thanks for hanging out with me. I hope we're all in pajamas and we're enjoying our Sunday, and you're enjoying your coffee or tea or whatever. I have my awesome sauce, Brita water filter bottle. I can tell you all about this thing in another video of, maybe I'll do one of must-haves. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. And if you like my videos, subscribe if you want to, down in the thingy below, and that way you'll get alerts when I post new ones, and you can watch them if you want, or skip over them if you don't want to watch them. Anyway, take care guys. Blessed be. Bye.